Welcome back to Grow Joyfully Home and Garden. I haven't been in the garden since Saturday, and this is Tuesday, so I'm sure I'm going to have a few surprises. Good or bad, we'll have to find out. I guess these tomatoes are just going to have to be ornamental, pretty plants because of the lateness of the year. I don't think that they will set fruit, and if they do set fruit, I don't know if it will mature. So we're just going to enjoy them and love them as they are. Keep an eye on them, see if we get anything. I think they're very interesting. These are chocolate sprinkles tomatoes that I happened to put in this big pot because they were going to die, and there's several plants. But look, I have a few of them, so maybe it's worth it. The days definitely feel different, but it still gets to be really hot. My son was kind enough to weed eat the paths. He knows how much it helps me stay motivated and like coming out here. So I appreciate him for that very much. Oh my goodness, I forgot all about that cabbage. I'm going to lose it if I don't put it in the house and use it. Okay, we can do this. The strawberries are looking okay. I got very, very few strawberries off this half of the green stalk planter. As I told you, most of them died at the end of May, beginning of June, because they never got watered properly. So we're going to be happy with what we have. We've got some nasturtium here, beautiful dark colors, and a lot of sweet peas again, but not a lot of flowers. More nasturtiums. Got a lot of ground cherries over here. I don't really know what to do with them. You could probably put them in salsa, because my son said that he and his wife were doing that. So that's amazing. That's a new thought. I think I'll try that. Here's the other half of the green stalk planter. I got a lot more strawberries off of this side for whatever reason. There's two right there. Oh wow. One there. Two there. I saved those for my grandson. Here's the struggling flat Italian bean plants. Because I'm letting them go to seed so I can have more seed for next year. The plant itself does not look healthy. So I'm losing one of them for sure. But the season is wearing on. I did get my hummingbird feeder refilled and back out here. They do say to not fill it after a certain time so they can be encouraged to go on their migration south, probably to Mexico, Arizona, New Mexico, wherever. But I love seeing them as long as possible, so I filled it back up. Haven't been out here since Saturday, like I said. So look what we have. We have cucumbers everywhere. Time to pick them. I think there's many surprises in store for me. Look how big that is. Much bigger than I want it to be. You can still peel this and use it as a slicing cucumber, and it would taste just fine. There's more here, more here, more here. There's one hiding back here. That is a lovely harvest from the cucumber hoop. The rattlesnake beans are winding down too. I find a few now and then, but for the most part, I'm leaving them on for seed for next year. It looks like I have some candy to eat for my breakfast this morning, or sun gold cherry. Look at that, a very ripe one. That's going to have the best taste ever, even though it's cracked. Here's a really ripe one, and it will have an incredible flavor. My volunteer sunflower is pulling up out of the ground, so I'm going to go get a stake and stake him up. If that doesn't work, I'm going to have to tie him to the garden hands. Sorry. I'm going to have to tie him to the cattle panel. I know this looks very unattractive, but we are conditioning this area for next year, and we're going to either plant blueberries or more grapes, but I am leaning towards blueberries. We have both grapes and blueberries right over here next to it. Either of them would be logical, but the grapes do better here. The blueberries struggle, so maybe we won't plant them here, but that's what I would prefer. All these plants in this bed and the pots nearby are really coming on. We have habaneras. You know I love those. Hopefully I'll get some this year. Habanada, and over there by the broccoli, habanada. The tomatoes are coming on a little bit. We have ananas noir and hillbilly. So things are looking good in this bed, that's for sure. The sweet potatoes are getting stronger and growing better, and I have another dark Armenian cucumber that I need to pick. The pumpkins are growing from that part of the garden over here to this part of the garden. It's kind of nice just to have them spilling out and over. Oh, look what we have right here. A pumpkin. Yay. This is the Sweet 100 jungle on the back here. It's very vigorous, let's just say that. I really wish that the sun gold cherries would grow like that too, but they don't. All of this is Sweet 100s, but back here, sun gold cherries. It would be really nice if they spread like that. This is the bed where my younger daughter and I ripped out the wax beans, the contender beans, and the blue lake bush beans. And we replanted top crop beans and some lettuce, and then some of the Cherokee wax beans. So we're excited to see if anything comes of that before the season is over. I have found 5 yellow flesh watermelon in this patch. Since I have 5 in here and there's only maybe 3 plants that they started from, I decided to trim it back quite hard. So we've got 5 that I'm looking after in here. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 down there. And I just wanted to show you the Green Knight eggplant. They have incredibly beautiful blossoms. I'm excited for them. I probably won't eat them because I just don't like eggplant. And here's a green one growing right here. They're long green ones, and hopefully somebody at the farm stand will appreciate them and buy them. Well, I have watered, tied up, pruned, and taken a good look at the main garden. I have some limp pumpkin leaves here, and I'm just hoping it's a lack of water. I looked under the leaves and I did not see any eggs or any bugs, so hopefully I'm not going to lose them. So hopefully the water will do the job and get it all happy and growing better. Got a little cantaloupe growing there. There's the Kajari melon, but no fruit yet. We have a small fruit on the yellow flesh watermelon there. And the beefy purple tomatoes, Payette Dwarf, Mountain Princess, and 42-day tomatoes are doing really well, even right there in the shade of this pine tree. So I'm finished here in the main garden. I have picked quite a few things. I've had a lovely harvest. We planted this bed on Saturday, so about 3 days ago. I need to get some beans planted right here. I guess I could plant carrots or lettuce, but I am limited on what I can plant here. It's probably got to be 60 days or less. I hope you guys have had a really good day. I hope that you've learned something. I appreciate you visiting my channel, and I hope you will come back again soon. Take care of yourself, and we will see you on the next video. Thanks for stopping by.